Disrespect can shut doors that 1,000 apologies cannot reopen. Disrespect is not just about words, it's about energy. It's about intention. It's about that subtle but undeniable vibration that tells someone, "You are beneath me, you don't matter," or "I can treat you however I want." And often, it comes from those we least expect, from friends, from lovers, from family members, from bosses and colleagues. What's more painful than disrespect isn't the act itself, but the fact that it came from someone we trusted, admired, or cared deeply about. There's a saying, disrespect can shut doors that apologies cannot reopen. And that's exactly what happens. Some bridges, once burnt, are not meant to be rebuilt. Some doors, once slammed in the face of dignity, do not deserve a knock again. Let's talk about what disrespect really is. The nature of disrespect. Disrespect doesn't always look like shouting, cursing, or obvious insult. Sometimes it's as quiet as being interrupted repeatedly. Sometimes it's as subtle as being ignored. Sometimes it's in the mocking laughter at something you took seriously. It could be being spoken over, lied to, manipulated, or dismissed when your heart was wide open and honest. Disrespect can show up as backhanded compliments, as emotional neglect, as being belittled, as someone using your weaknesses against you, making you feel small in moments when you needed support. And once you feel it, truly feel it, it changes something inside you. It creates a crack in the connection. You stop laughing the same way. You stop sharing with the same openness. You stop answering with the same warmth. Something begins to shut down. And sometimes, it never fully opens back up. Why apologies aren't always enough. Now let's talk about apologies. Some people think that saying "I'm sorry" is a magic eraser, that once the words are out, everything resets to how it was. But it doesn't. A real apology is not just words. It's change, it's understanding, it's remorse, it's acknowledgement of the hurt caused. But most importantly, it is not an excuse. When someone disrespects you and then says sorry without any effort to correct their behavior, it's not healing, it's manipulation. And even when the apology is genuine, sometimes the damage is just too deep. You can forgive, yes. You can move on, yes. But you don't always go back. Because trust, once broken, doesn't grow back like hair. Sometimes it doesn't grow back at all. The power of self-worth. Disrespect hurts most when we haven't yet anchored ourselves in our self-worth. When we're still looking outward for validation, we tolerate mistreatment. We make excuses for bad behavior. We accept crumbs and call it love. But once you realize your worth, your standard changes. Disrespect becomes unacceptable, even from people you love, especially from people you love. You no longer beg for love. You no longer tolerate confusion. You don't wait for someone to value you once they've already shown you that they don't. It's not about ego, it's about dignity. Self-respect is the backbone of emotional health. And once you let someone repeatedly violate that, you lose parts of yourself in the process. The people who disrespect you. It's important to understand that people who consistently disrespect others are often dealing with internal voids. Insecurity, ego, power trips, unresolved childhood issues. They all manifest in how we treat those closest to us. But their pain does not justify your suffering. Some people only feel powerful when they're making others feel small. Some people test boundaries not to understand you, but to control you. Some people apologize only to maintain access to you, not because they've changed. And the more you forgive without change, the more they disrespect you. Why? Because you've taught them that there are no consequences. The door that closes. There comes a moment where something clicks. You see clearly. You understand the pattern. You realize that sorry has become a tool of convenience. That your kindness has become currency they use to trade in guilt-free behavior. And then, you shut the door. Not with anger, not with hatred, but with clarity. And once it's closed, it's not about revenge or punishment. It's about peace. It's about reclaiming your energy, your space, your dignity. It's about saying, you had access to me and you misused it. That access is now denied. Because you can love someone and still walk away. You can care and still protect yourself. You can forgive and still close the door. How to heal after being disrespected. 1. Acknowledge the pain. Don't gaslight yourself. If it hurt, it hurt. Don't minimize it. Don't explain it away. Don't excuse it. 2. Distance yourself. Space is essential. You need time and emotional room to evaluate, reflect, and decide what's best for you. 3. Reclaim your power. Focus on what you can control. Your reactions, your responses, your energy. Stop focusing on what they did and start focusing on what you need. 4. Redefine your standards. Raise your standards. Let your boundaries be known. And most importantly, enforce them. 5. Surround yourself with respect. Be with people who make you feel safe, who listen, who value you, who honor your energy. They do exist. For those who have disrespected someone, if you're listening to this and you know in your heart that you disrespected someone you care about, here's what you must understand. Apologize, yes, but mean it. Acknowledge the hurt. Don't dismiss it. Ask what they need, not what you want. Accept that they may not come back, and respect their right to walk away. Change your behavior, because that's the only real apology. So here's my final verdict on this matter. Disrespect ends relationships faster than anything else. It shatters trust, shakes confidence, and fractures bonds that took years to build. So be mindful with your words, gentle with your tone, clear with your intentions. Respect is not just politeness, it's presence. It's integrity. It's honoring the humanity of the person in front of you. And if you're the one who's been disrespected, please know, you don't need to keep reopening that door just because someone knocks with flowers and apologies. Not every door deserves to be opened again. Some need to stay closed for your peace. Remember, closing a door is not cruelty. It's clarity. It's courage. It's self-love. Let your peace be the loudest response. If you found value in this talk, please make sure to like this video so it reaches others who need this message. Subscribe to the channel for more grounded and honest reflections like this, and share it with someone you care about. Maybe it's the exact thing their heart needs to hear today.